Hi, this is James Melendez, James Wine Guy. Today I'm going to present this bottle. The producer is called Plantaje. The varietal is called Vranac. V-R-A-N-A-C 2007 vintage. It's from Montenegro. And this is from the Lake Skadar Valley. This is a 13.5% alcohol wine. And this comes from arguably the newest nation state in the world, but a very ancient land. And this is the indigenous wine grape that comes from this area. So what I really find compelling about this wine, and it has a relationship, or at least it is thought of having a relationship to Plavac Mali, Primitivo, Zinfandel, but upon inspection and closer experience, you know that, well, there might be a distant relationship, and that's to be determined. I think genetic testing will really verify its relationship. But that's the interesting thing about this wine, is that I don't really like to compare it so much to these wine varietals, because if you do, you end up losing something about what the wine really is. So I really want to compare it on its own terms, because it is really nice, thick, silky tannins, which I really enjoy. And if you look at it and do the fingernail through the glass test, it's really a dark, dark wine. So with that comes some expectations. And I think that's a really interesting thing about this wine. It's a beautiful wine, presenting flavor notes of plum confit, cherry confit, cinnamon dust, herbaceous notes, white pepper. I think you get a really nice scent of midsummer herb garden, which I think is really a wonderful thing. Makes for complexity and enjoyment. And when I taste this wine, and it's really nice, bountiful of acid as well, is really, to me, this screams manchego. This really screams cheese, and yet it doesn't have to. It could stand on its own. But I think this would just pair extremely well. For me, fall time represents really that consciousness of herbaceous quality notes, nuanced wines, and this is one of them. So, you go to this part of the world and, you could probably have other indigenous grapes that are nice and significant and important, but this really brings it all home. It sews it together, and in terms of sharing with family and friends, fall time, autumnal time, winter time, I think it's really a compelling wine. I give this wine a 9.2 out of my 10.0 scale. For more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Please subscribe to my videos on YouTube, and please follow me on Twitter, James the Wine Guy. Salud.